The penultimate episode of The Last of Us Season 2 is finally here, and this is one I've been eagerly anticipating, especially after the teaser at the end of Episode 5. The reference to a quote from 1983 still holding relevance in 2029 set the tone perfectly. This episode focuses on Joel and Ellie's life 2 months after settling in Jackson, giving us insight into what eventually led to the strain in their relationship. It was an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. Like many viewers, I believe Joel died with Ellie still angry at him. But that porch scene, the one we didn't see back in Episode 2, gave a much-needed sense of closure. It changed everything we thought we knew about their final interaction. So let's dive into Episode 6 and unpack everything it had to offer. And just a heads up, spoilers ahead. The opening scene, 1983 flashback. As always, The Last of Us delivers a powerful opening. This episode begins with a flashback to 1983, where a young Joel takes the blame for his brother Tommy to protect him from their father's wrath. But Joel's father sees through it. He knows it was Tommy who made the mistake. This scene unfolds into a deeply personal conversation between father and son. Joel's father recounts how, as a boy, his own father broke his jaw for stealing a candy bar. It's a traumatic memory that shaped how he raised his own kids. He tells Joel, "When you have your own children, you'll do a little bit better too." That line becomes the emotional thread that ties the entire episode together. It resurfaces later when Joel confesses to Ellie about what happened at the Firefly Hospital, how he killed to save her and would do it again. He echoes his father's words, implying that future generations might learn and do better. This idea of gradual generational improvement, even if imperfect, was incredibly moving. This flashback also reinforces Joel's deeply rooted protector instinct. His willingness to shield those he loves, even at personal cost, is not just a personality trait, it's a product of his upbringing and painful experiences. The porch scene, a hidden goodbye. This might be one of the most powerful scenes in the entire series. Initially, we were led to believe Joel and Ellie's last words were the ones exchanged during the heated argument at the New Year's party. So when Ellie walks away from Joel on the porch, it felt like that was it. But she returns, and what follows is a long overdue conversation. Ellie confronts Joel about Salt Lake City. She's long suspected that he lied about what really happened there, and whether he was responsible for the deaths at the hospital. These doubts resurface after Joel kills Eugene, despite promising Ellie he would let him go back to say goodbye to Gail. Joel repeats the phrase, "I promise," the same one he used years ago, which finally makes Ellie snap. She confronts him, tells Gail the truth, and drives a wedge between them that carried into the earlier episodes of the season. But during this porch scene, Ellie admits she tried to forgive him and wanted to move past the lie. Their bond was fractured, yes, but not broken. This makes their relationship far more nuanced than we first believed. Joel tells Ellie he loves her, words that hit hard, especially considering how long it took for him to say them out loud. Everything Joel did in this episode, from celebrating Ellie's birthday, calling her baby girl, gifting her a cake, fixing up a guitar, taking her to the museum, setting up her own space, and even allowing her to go on patrol, was filled with love and fatherly care. It wasn't about living vicariously through Ellie, but rather embracing a second chance at fatherhood after the tragic loss of Sarah. The parallel between Joel and his father becomes even more impactful here. Despite trying to do the opposite of what his father did, Joel ends up repeating some of the same mistakes, highlighting how complex and cyclical parenting can be. The moth symbolism. Ellie's moth tattoo and her fascination with the insect play a subtle but significant role in the episode. Joel asks about its meaning, and later Gail comments that moths can symbolize death. There's also a moment in the forest where Ellie notices fireflies, another callback to her past. The symbolism runs deep. Ellie's fears about what happened in Salt Lake City stem from the belief that Joel's actions led to death rather than the potential for life. She questions whether her survival came at too high a cost, something that continues to haunt her. In her book, she's written the phrase, "You have a greater purpose." It's her way of reminding herself that she can't be defined by the violence and loss in her past, that she still has meaning. The moth becomes a reflection of this internal struggle between life, death, and identity. The Eugene scene. The confrontation with Eugene was harrowing. Joel promised to let him go, but instead killed him behind Ellie's back. The way the scene was shot, Eugene's face centered in the frame as the camera rotated and blocked out Joel, heightened the tension. We didn't hear the gunshot, but the bird scattering told us everything we needed to know. Joel dragging Eugene's body back, just as he was later dragged in a similar manner, created a haunting visual parallel. The show has a way of building visual motifs that stay with you long after the episode ends. Final thoughts and review. This was a phenomenal episode. Everything I wanted from a penultimate chapter. The use of flashbacks gave the story space to breathe, allowing us to truly understand the evolution of Joel and Ellie's bond. Seeing Joel's troubled past helped contextualize who he became and why he made the choices he did. Pedro Pascal's return as Joel was emotional and grounding. Bella Ramsey also delivered a standout performance, capturing Ellie's grief, love, and conflicted emotions with incredible depth. The episode's final line, "If you love someone, you can always see their face," was devastating. Joel wasn't just talking about Ellie, he was also thinking of Sarah. The performances, the writing, and the symbolism all worked in unison to build a heartbreaking, meaningful story. And with just one episode left in the season, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and sadness. There are rumors the finale is around 55 minutes long. I'm hoping it'll be longer to make up for the short 7-episode run. So that's my full breakdown and review of The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 6. If you've been following along with the season and want to catch every episode breakdown, check out the full playlist below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. What did you think of this episode? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.